Welcome to my channel, Planet with Maserati. I'm going to be doing the daily scripture writing for June 15th, which is Hebrews 4:15 through 16. So before I begin, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Please give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. For the month of June, we're focused on grace. We read, write, pray, and reflect. And if you're doing the self-study, it's scripture, observation, application, and prayer. As I turn the page, we should be on Grace of God. And it's a 5-day devotional by Grace Graber. Say that a few times. Okay. I got to do a few devotionals with you today, so stay tuned for these. I'm going to walk you through everything that I wrote. And basically, there's a couple days I need to show you. Is it 15th? Okay. I was like, wait, we're on the 15th. So Hebrews 4:15 through 16. This is the NKJV, if anyone is asking. And it is the teal color. It's almost like a greenish teal. And that's how this setup looks like. And then I just have a little sticky note that goes inside. Almost like a pocket, but not quite a pocket. Like that. So let's go ahead and read Hebrews 4:15 and 16. So Hebrews 4:15 and the next page is 16. It says, "For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin." And it's going to be Hebrews 4:7-27. No, I'm sorry. Hebrews 7:27 and 2 Corinthians 5:21. I always get that confused when I'm looking at the 4. Okay. And then, but I'm going to read on. "Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need." And that is going to be Hebrews 10:19 and 22. So you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and highlight grace. I'm going to get a different color. I like doing that. It doesn't come on my hand. Like the marking don't go on my hand. And it like blends in very well when you do that. I've noticed that. So like where I stopped, I just do this and it blends in very well. So let's go ahead and start writing. How are you doing and how's your scripture writing going? I am doing good. Today is Saturday the 14th. And the 14th video is already up on the channel. As of last night, I already had it scheduled to go up. I think I did it like 2 days ago, that video. So that's all that's going on, is going to be filming and filming the devotionals, quite a bit of them. And then, yeah, it's about all. Working on TikTok stuff. I did get some totes to pack my craft room, my office. That way, when I am ready to go, I got a story to tell you as well. When I am ready to go, I am up and ready. And I'm only keeping out what I'm using as far as the office is concerned. Any room, I'm only keeping out what I am using. So I will be doing that later today as well. And I want to make note in a notebook. Why did I just put week like it's the week? It's week like if you're in week, you're weak. Not you. I'm just saying in general. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Taking a notebook or even paper like, regular notebook paper and writing what is in each tote so I know if I need to get back to that tote that I'm able to do that without having to, go through every single tote and finding out what I need. And then there's going to be a lot of stuff that I discard because it's, very old. And just doing that kind of stuff. But as I was saying I have a story to tell you, which was yesterday. Okay. I was laying on the couch and watching TV, of course, and not of course, because I barely watch TV. But, so I was doing that, right? And so, let me just double check this, what was in? Points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Okay. So, as I was doing that, the landlord, the management company, not the landlord, the management company texted me and did a group chat with 2 other people and said that we need to sign the lease. Now, I signed the lease in, I don't know if I told you this yesterday. I signed the lease. Sorry, I'm trying to write and do this at the same time. In May. I'm sorry, not May. In March. Okay, so my lease is up. I moved in February. My lease is up in March. Okay, so March 1st, you have to sign your lease, right? Or you have to pay extra to, until you sign the lease. If you don't sign the lease, then you have to move. You have like 2 months to do that, and then you have to pay almost like $300 extra in rent. Okay, so there's that. I already had signed the lease in March 1st, so I had the lease in February, or not even really the whole month of February, but I had the lease, around February something, and so I did go ahead and give it to her. She wanted it on the 1st. I gave it to her on the 1st. So the lease wasn't the issue, but became the issue yesterday. She messages, me and another person saying, hey, you need to come in and sign the lease. Well, we already had signed the lease. Didn't understand it. So they went there and I stayed in because I was cooking. I was not gonna mess up my food because she's telling me to sign something I already signed. So they go in there and they're like, okay, what's going on? Oh, I just gotta give you this lease. You need to have it, to sign for flood insurance. And you're just telling us this now. Okay, so we already signed everything. So somehow she thinks she's slick. And she's like, you have to sign this now. Okay, well, he brings the paper back. We're going over it, and it was, for flood. He goes back in there, and he's like, we already signed the lease. What is going on? She's not saying anything. She goes, well, this is the, first floor. There's no basement, and, it could flood. Okay. Well, we ended up signing it, agreeing, yeah, it could flood, whatever. And she's like, I'm not responsible if anything gets destroyed from a flood. Now, keep in mind, we don't really flood. I have not flooded in here since I've moved in, which is what? Since 2022, I think it is. Yeah, 2022. 2023. Something like that. And so I was like, that's odd when he came back. And so, later that night, we were watching the movie, Straw. It's a good movie, and it's reality. It seriously is reality. I don't want to give you any information just in case you do go watch it. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I already told my brother about it. He don't want me spoiling anything for him, so I'm like, I'm not going to spoil anything. But it's a reality movie, and it's like life happens, right? So, if you're into movies, if you want, just go watch it because it's really good. It's not a bad movie, it's just a reality movie. And, okay, so before I go with that information, so June 16, Isaiah 53, 4-5. I'm going to go ahead and write that while I'm talking. And so, we were watching that movie. Well, we see this girl, and she's waving her hand and getting upset, and I was like, what's going on? It's right next door to me. So I was like, what's going on? So I told him to go check. Well, he goes to check, and he's asking her, is everything okay? Her house has been flooding the whole day. So that tells me that she knew this girl's house was flooding, that she had a sign, so just in case our house floods, because my next door neighbor's house flooded at the same time. So we left her a message saying, you did us dirty, you told us to sign because there's it could, not that it was flooding, that it could. And she never responded. And that is what happened. 10 5-gallon buckets. This girl has a 1-year-old, and she lives with her boyfriend. She has a 1-year-old, and her house flooded. Her whole kitchen flooded. Destroyed everything pretty much that was on, like anything you have on the floor, like anything, like the kids' toys, anything. And it was horrible. Dirty black water coming out of the sinks. And I was like, wow. And she went into the phone. She sees us today and didn't even utter a word. I was like, that is horrible. So now I have to worry about flooding, so that's why I'm packing up now. I went and got told. I was like, no, I'm going. I have to get out of here before I get in trouble or something, because, yeah, it's wrong to do to people. You can't do that to people. If you knew their house is flooding, why not say, you know what, we have a few cases, and it's a few of them here. The lady on the second floor, third floor, her stuff got flooded, and she was throwing things over the balcony to try to dry it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here, but yeah, so I got to get everything out of my room, boxed up, and ready to go. So that is my story for today. I haven't heard from my brother. Thank you for all the prayers. His test results is not good, but he has to work on his neurology. They did give him a referral, and yeah, they kind of see like he needs to have something done. Something with a B12 too. He's on that borderline of B12, and it's supposed to be for a neurologist, like a neurology problem. So we'll see. He's still talking to my other brother. He ain't talking to me, so we'll find out. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the prayers from me and my brother. And please pray that my house don't flood, because I have a lot of stuff and I am not trying to lose any stuff like that. Not to water, like not to a flood, not to dirtiness, and they're not cleaning her carpet. They're not doing anything for her. She already called. We have this thing called 311. She already called 311. She made a report. They're coming out, and she's sending them to everyone's house that's having an issue. So I don't know what's going to happen next, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.